So it was a great weekend. Steve was talking about homecoming weekend, be able to get a couple wins, football to get theirs. A lot of things going on. It was great for our group to be able to go ahead and get the championship this weekend, take a little pressure off of the last game of the season. Nobody can catch us, so that's a great position to be in. Friday night against Southeastern, they played a really good game. We had to come from behind in that game, which is something that we've only had to do one other time this season. So it was great for our group to be able to rise to that challenge, come back, even the game up right before half, and then take the lead early in the second half, and then be able to ride out the rest of the game. And then and that set a program record for wins. So that was really big for our program. And then on Sunday, playing Nichols, chance to lock up the conference title, and the girls came out and played really well. To be able to get the shutout, and beyond that, we didn't allow a shot on goal the entire game. Nichols was they truly tried to sit in against us and try to keep us from scoring, and I think that really played into our hands of them being able to get anything going forward, and we were able to wear them down throughout the course of the game. So that got us the title. Thinking about the tournament, that's huge for our group to be able to have the number one seed, to be able to have the bye, to be able to play the winner of the 4-5 game. Those are all things that you're looking for when you're heading into a tournament situation. So now what we have to do is make sure that we don't relax. We've got another big game coming up on Friday, Northwestern Senior Day, and we've got to make sure, and they're sitting in third right now in the conference and could move up to second place if they were to win and SFA were to lose, they could move into the second place. So they're going to be coming out playing and fighting for that. So we've got to be ready to play against them. But more than that, I think our team wants to finish the season undefeated, to be able to at the end of the season say that maybe we're one of the better teams in the league's history. So that's going to be motivation for us. But they've been having a great season. We've got a great group of girls. They work extremely hard. They are committed to the right things. They do really well in the classroom. They do really good off the field, and it's just a pleasure to be able to coach them. I wrote down a few of the numbers. So not only are they first in the league, these statistics that I'm about to tell you kind of show a story of a team that is really dominating. So our goals that we've scored this year, we're just within conference games, 10 games so far. We've scored 33 goals. The second place team has 23. In those 10 games, we've allowed 7 goals, which is 0.7 goals a game average. So our average for is 3.3, and against is 0.0 or 0.70. So 0.0 would be really good. We'll shoot for that next year. So that's unbelievable for our group, and to have in those 10 games 5 shutouts is great. Some individual numbers. Cammie's leading the league with 26 total points. That's goals and assists. Ashley Smith is in second place with 19 points, and Dana's in fourth place with 16 points. And then we also have number 1 and 2 in goals. That's Cammie and Ashley, 11 and 7. And then our assists, we're all over the leaderboard. We've got number 1 is Alex Moore with 6. Shelby's number 2 with 5. Ashley's also tied with her with 5. And then in fifth place, Dana and Cammie are both tied with 4. So mostly taking up all the spots on that ranking. And then our goals against average, which is assigned to the goalkeepers, Lauren's sitting in first at .59, and Anna's sitting at fourth with .8. So a lot of individual and team accomplishments that are really indicating the season that this group is having, which is amazing. So Friday night, senior night, we've got 4 girls that have been here. This is their true senior year, and then Allie Maroney, who is graduating early, so she's been here with us for 3 years, and just a great group. I think the biggest difference between this team and last year's team is that group. We've got leadership from them. They do the right things. They work extremely hard, and I think even more than that, they expect a lot of the underclassmen. and they show them the right way, and then they expect them to do it. So it's been really great to see them buy into the process, to what it takes to win, and to see them go from freshmen to where they were really a pretty immature group and not really knowing what it takes to now to where they're at this point. I think that's why, as coaches, we do it. To see that growth of individuals, of understanding the group's more important than themselves, and to see them go from where they were to here it's a real blessing to be able to see. So, great group. Hopefully, you can come out on Friday night, see them off, and hopefully see us finish out the season undefeated in the conference. So, we're looking forward to it. Yes, sir.
Was there a point that you realized that this team was something special?
I think it started at the end of last season when we were in the tournament and we lost in a shootout to Sam Houston. And there was no relief that the season was over. There was just a ton of disappointment in what could have been. And so it kind of started right there. And then through the spring, we put them through a lot in the spring to get them ready for the fall, and they worked extremely hard. Coach Settle was here with us in the strength department at that time, and they worked with him and with our team and with Coach Nichols, and just put in a lot of work and effort in the spring to try to get back to the point where they could be in the tournament. And then in through preseason, just a lot of things were clicking. We were better with the ball. We were better going forward than I thought we had been. So we thought there was a chance. And then when we jumped out 2-0 on Missouri, the first game of the season at their place, Derek and I think we're kind of looking at each other going, we might be all right. And so once we hit conference play, it's just, the girls, they believe that they're going to win every time out.
How much of an inspiration has KJ been to them, do you think?
I don't know that you can measure it. I know that you can't, but there's no doubt that she's been a big impact. And I think what she did in the summer, right after her surgery, the whole team saw it. To go from brain surgery at the end of the spring semester to radiation treatments to chemo treatments, and to be working at her fitness all at the same time, and then coming in the first day of preseason and passing those fitness tests, there's not a lot of people that can have an excuse after that. So when she came in and did all of that, I think a lot of the rest of the team realized, hey, there's no excuses. We've got to be putting in the work. We've got to be ready to go. And so I think that was a big part of her inspiration to the team, was right there at the beginning. But every day, she's still doing chemo treatments, and she's still out there every day, and she's still training as much as she can. She's not fully released for contact and things, but she's still out there. She's in the weight room in the morning when the girls go. She's just an unbelievable supporter on the sideline. So, yeah, you can't measure it, but it's definitely a big impact.